You're a police.
Those are the shouts of a madman, Delvecchio Patrick, taunting his ex-wife, Deanna Cook, as he brutally chokes and drowns her. But this 911 operator isn't sending help.
Hello, ma'am. Do you need police, fire, ambulance?
It has many asking, including the district attorney, if this isn't an emergency, what is?
So what happens? Where are the police? Like he says, where are the police?
It took too long for a unit to be assigned. It took too long.
How long did it take?
It was, the unit didn't arrive, I believe, until 50 or so minutes after the call was made.
50 minutes? 50 minutes too late to save Deanna Cook.
It was like, they went in a hurry. They didn't care. They didn't care. They didn't care.
One of the reasons it took so long is because Deanna called the 911 operator on her cell phone.
If it's a landline, they can know exactly where the call is coming from and they can send out units. She's trying to figure out where this call is coming from. And so she's having to look back through prior calls and prior history to figure out the location of the call.
When officers do finally arrive, they knock, look in the windows, and when they get no response, the DA says it's hard to believe, but they leave.
With someone pleading for their life, begging someone not to kill them, someone saying, I'm gonna kill you. And nothing more was done but a knock. We'll look through the window and back to the police station.
Why critical information wasn't relayed to officers and why this call didn't receive the priority it deserved, I don't know exactly why. You know, we failed Deanna, all of us. We all did, in some respect.
Would the same system that failed to save her life bring Deanna Cook justice?
My job was to hold Delvecchio Patrick accountable. And so I really was really trying to make the focus on him.
Delvecchio stands before a jury charged with first-degree murder. He pleads not guilty. His defense, that Deanna had a history of drug use, and what the 911 call recorded was Deanna hallucinating that Delvecchio was attacking her.
Did he show remorse?
No, he was cold. I mean, Delvecchio Patrick was a controlling, jealous sociopath. He wanted to control Deanna more than anything else. And if he couldn't control her, he was going to kill her.
But when Deanna's mom, Vicki Cook, takes the stand, her pain is very real. You can hear a pin drop as Vicki again lives through the horrible memory of finding her eldest child dead.
I looked to my right, and then I looked to my left, and I saw like a shadow. A shadow behind the curtain, and I started screaming, because it was her. And the water was still running. The water was still running. And I just said, he killed her. He said he was going to do it. And he did it. He did it. He did it.
Was that the moment?
Oh, God, yes.
Court takes a break, allowing Vicki to compose herself. But when she returns, she's seething as Deanna's final 911 call is played.
What is wrong with you?
Shooting daggers through Delvecchio with her eyes as she hears her daughter desperately pleading for her life.
I wanted the tape to play over and over so he can hear her screaming. And he can hear what he did and get some kind of remorse from that, because he didn't have any when we was in court.
Please don't let me go. Please!
Deanna's haunting voice from beyond the grave sending shivers through the jury.
Don't let me go, please. What is love?
And it seals his fate. Delvecchio Patrick is found guilty of first-degree murder. And if there is any lingering doubt about the devil who took Deanna's life, Del Vecchio's horns are on full display during the victim's impact statement.
He took a mother away from 2 children.
When Deanna's daughter was giving her statement, Del Vecchio gave her the finger, and...
No.
Yes.
Del Vecchio gave her the middle finger?
That's correct.
Their time to be cathartic and get out their pain. He gives them more pain and more hate?
That's Del Vecchio Patrick.
He's a person with no feelings, no soul, no conscience. Like he born of the devil.
The judge takes notice and hammers Del Vecchio Patrick with a virtual life sentence.
Assess his punishment at confinement in the institutional division of the Texas Department of Criminal Justice for 85 years.
Despite the conviction, the family has now filed a civil suit against the city of Dallas. But outrage at Deanna's tragic death has already led to change. The city completely revamping its 911 emergency response system.
There were massive changes to the system after this case. Staffing has been increased by a large margin. And I also know that domestic violence calls like this are given a higher priority, and they deal with these calls with more urgency at the 911 call center.
And Deanna's family, while still reeling from her savage murder, created a foundation in her name, Deanna's Voice.
We have events. We have a scholarship fund, a program called Breaking the Barriers that's basically giving back to those families who unexpectedly are also victims. So like we were victims. And so we called it Deanna's Voice so that we can shine a light on those people that voices are being taken from them.
If Del Vecchio is watching the show, what would you say to him that he needs to know from your heart to his?
I forgive you. I hate you did what you did, but I forgive you, because I can't make it to heaven with hatred of you in my heart, so I have to forgive you.
I'm Chris Hansen. If you like this story, make sure you tune in every day to Crime Watch Daily. You can find where the show airs in your city at crimewatchdaily.com. Watch it live or record it on your DVR and watch it at night. And to all those criminals out there, remember, we are watching.